HOA Karen tried selling my ranch. I walked in mid-deal and shut everything down. The sun hung low over Dusty Hollow, painting the Wyoming plains in hues of gold and amber. My ranch, a sprawling 200 acres of rolling hills and weathered barns, was my sanctuary, my legacy. My grandfather built it with his bare hands, and I, Ethan Caldwell, had poured my life into keeping it alive. But that afternoon, as I drove my beat-up pickup down the dirt road, I saw an unfamiliar Mercedes parked by the main house. My gut twisted. Something was wrong. I stepped inside, boots thudding on the oak floor, and froze. There she was, Karen Mitchell, the HOA president from the new gated community a mile away, standing at my dining table with a slick real estate agent named Greg. Papers were spread out, a contract in bold print screaming, "Sale agreement." Karen's voice, sharp as barbed wire, was mid-sentence. "This ranch is an eyesore. The community deserves better." Greg nodded, scribbling notes, oblivious to my presence. "Excuse me?" My voice boomed, and Karen's head snapped up, her smug smile faltering. Greg dropped his pen, stammering. "Ethan, if this isn't—" I cut him off, storming to the table. "You're selling my ranch? My home?" Karen straightened, her pearl necklace glinting. "Your property devalues our community, Ethan. I'm doing everyone a favor. The developer's offer is generous." I laughed, a bitter, hollow sound. "Generous? You don't own this land. You don't get to decide." Karen's eyes narrowed. "I've got the HOA board's backing. We voted. Your ranch is a blight, and we're tired of looking at it." My blood boiled. The HOA had been a thorn since they built their cookie-cutter mansions nearby, complaining about my cattle's noise, my fence's rust. But this was war. I snatched the contract, tearing it in half. Greg yelped, but Karen didn't flinch. "You'll regret this," she hissed. "I've got connections. You can't fight progress." I leaned in, voice low. "Try me." She stormed out, vowing to return with lawyers. Greg scurried after her, leaving me alone with the wreckage of their scheme. That night I couldn't sleep. The ranch was more than land. It was my daughter Lily's future, my late wife's dream. I promised to protect it, but Karen's threat lingered. The HOA had money, influence. I was one man, drowning in debt from a bad season. Then came the twist. Old Man Tucker, my reclusive neighbor, knocked at dawn. He'd overheard Karen at the community center, bragging about bribing a county official to rezone my land. Tucker, a grizzled Vietnam vet who hated the HOA more than I did, had recorded it. "Use this," he growled, handing me a USB drive. "Burn her down." I didn't hesitate. At the next HOA meeting, I walked in uninvited, USB in hand. The room fell silent, Karen at the head, flanked by her loyal board. I plugged the drive into their projector, and her voice filled the air. "The official's in our pocket. Caldwell's ranch is ours." Gasps erupted. Karen's face turned ashen. "That's fake," she screamed, but the board's trust crumbled. Tucker, in the back, smirked, his one appearance in town in years shifting the tide. The fallout was swift. The county launched an investigation, and Karen's scheme unraveled. Her bribery exposed, she faced legal trouble, and the HOA board distanced itself, leaving her humiliated. But victory felt hollow. The ranch was safe for now, but the fight had drained me. Lily, only 16, saw my exhaustion and hugged me that night. "We'll keep it, Dad," she whispered. "For Mom." I nodded, but my heart ached. The land was ours, but the community was fractured. Neighbors I'd known for years had sided with Karen, seduced by promises of profit. Trust was broken. As I sat on the porch, watching the stars over Dusty Hollow, I realized the true cost. The ranch stood, but the battle had scarred us all. Karen wasn't evil, just blinded by her vision of progress. I wasn't blameless either. My stubbornness had fueled the feud. The land was saved, but the community I'd loved was gone, replaced by suspicion and greed. Tucker's recording had won the day, but it couldn't mend what was lost. In the end, the ranch endured, a testament to resilience, but at a price. I looked at Lily, sleeping soundly, and wondered if she'd inherit a legacy or a burden. The stars offered no answers, only silence, as heavy as the Wyoming night. What do you think? Did Ethan do the right thing by fighting, or should he have compromised for the community's sake?